Hi, I'm Catrina Demonteverde with IdeateTV, and I have Syrie James here. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing great. So nice to see you all.
I know, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She is a published author. You have 12 books right now, right? And you're working on your 13th?
I am.
Wonderful. So can you tell us more about it?
Well, I happen to love Jane Austen, which is why I'm signing here at the Jane Austen booth today. I also love romance, so all of my books are love stories with the heroine and hero falling in love because they have a lot in common, which is what I love to write about. And I've written 3 novels about Jane Austen. The Lost Memoirs of Jane Austen was a bestseller. The Missing Manuscript of Jane Austen, I can show you that one. This supposes that Jane wrote a 7th novel that the world never knew about, and what if a librarian found it? So there's 2 stories going on, the story in the present and then the manuscript that they actually find, which you get to read. And all my books are available on Amazon as audiobooks and for Kindle. I love to tell you about this book, Jane Austen's First Love. Jane, when she was a teenager, actually fell in love with this wonderful young man named Edward Taylor, and scholars knew nothing about him, except that she mentioned him in her correspondence as someone that she had a super crush on. So I did a lot of research. I found out all about Edward Taylor for the first time and wrote a novel about him.
Wow. So out of all the novels that you have written, what's your favorite one?
I cannot answer that question. That would be like asking which of my children is my favorite.
Oh no, okay.
I can tell you about
Scratch
my
that question
and my
then.
last, which would work. This was the first, The Lost Memoirs of Jane Austen, and it was a bestseller. And this is about Jane Austen's romance with the man who inspired her return to writing. And a lot of people say this is their absolute favorite of all my books. And I'll show you one of my newest, which is Runaway Heiress. I'm now writing historical romance for Avon, historical, and these take place in the Victorian era. And there's a 3-part series about American heiresses sent to England in search of a man with a title, but that's what their mother wants for them. These are college-educated, brilliant, progressive women who want to do something else with their lives. And Runaway Heiress is about the woman who runs away from a terrible marriage and finds the man of her dreams in Cornwall. I love Cornwall, so all these 3 books are set in Cornwall. And the sequel to this is called Summer of Scandal, and I'm now working on the 13th book, which is Duke Darcy's Castle. And yes, it's got a duke named Darcy, just like Mr. Darcy in Pride and Prejudice. So if you like Mr. Darcy, you will see some parallels and you will enjoy this book.
Wonderful. So as you were talking about, you love Jane Austen, and we are in the Jane Austen Society of North America booth. So in this society, what do you do? What do the members do?
Oh, it's the most wonderful group. It has totally changed my life. We have meetings every few months at different places around Southern California, so wherever you live, there'll be something that's nearby. We celebrate all things Jane, all things English. You can learn not just about her books, but about the world that she lived in. If you're interested in knowing what was transportation like, or medicine, or what kind of foods did they eat, whatever there is about history of the 19th century, you'll learn so much. You'll make wonderful friends, and there is a annual conference somewhere in North America every year at different place. This year it's in Williamsburg. It's going to be a lot of fun.
How many people usually go to the bigger event?
The bigger event can be anywhere from 600 to 800 people.
Wow.
The local event is more like around 100, 150, depending.
Still really big.
Yes.
Okay, well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing your time and your books with us.
It's a pleasure to be here and to meet you.
And good luck with your next novel.
Please look for me at SyrieJames.com. That's Syrie like the app, only spelled better, Syrie. And thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome very much. Thank you again.
Thank you.
I'm Catrina with IdeateTV.